Hey friends, thanks for joining me here. Today we're going to talk about how to discover your Ikigai and build a purpose-driven business. Now, every business has a purpose, even if it's just to make money. That's a type of purpose. However, there's a difference between building a business that just makes money and building a business that feeds your soul. Now, if you've ever met someone who's flush with cash, but they kind of walk around with this low level unhappiness, kind of miserable for some reason, then you know what I'm talking about. Or perhaps you've met someone suffering from financial poverty. However, they're overflowing with this certain deep well of joy that springs out of them. You also know what I'm talking about. But before we move forward, let's be clear. Your company must make a profit if it's going to last. Otherwise, it won't be in business very long. Remember, a business without profit is just a hobby. However, profit without a purpose is actually a prison. And I don't want that for you, my friend. So let purpose drive your profit. Now, how can we be intentional about building a business that is both driven by purpose and fueled by profit? Well, it doesn't happen by accident, it's intentional. You need to dig into the soul of yourself, the soul of your business, and discover what drives you beyond just making money. Now, I started Shepherd because I believe in the idea that business can be a social engine for creating good in the world, especially if you're an entrepreneur. Now, Shepherd was created with a heartbeat to generate profit that could be invested into a greater purpose. However, we had no idea how to discover the right recipe of ingredients or how to put them all together. Then one day I came across this word that I had never heard before. This word has a certain essence about it that draws you in when you say it. It almost feels like saying aha, but in a different language. Saying it feels both spiritual and confident. Now, this word was first brought to my attention while reading Rob Bell's book right here, How to Be Here. It's an incredible book. I suggest you read it if you haven't. Um, and it's really, Bell didn't invent the word, but he did introduce it to a new audience, including myself. And others have applied this word to entrepreneurship and to business recently. Now, of course, the word that I'm talking about is Ikigai. Ikigai. So, what is Ikigai? Well, Ikigai is an ancient Japanese word that means your reason for being or your purpose. Ikigai is essentially that which gets you out of bed in the morning, says Rob Bell. It's a special combination of creating something that is valuable to others while also doing something you love to do and are good at doing it. Now, Ikigai is made up of four parts. They are that which you love, that which you are good at, that which the world needs, and that which you can be paid for. You need all four of those pieces in your Ikigai to make it effective. They're critical to your success. Now, we've all seen people audition on American Idol who absolutely just love to sing. The only problem is they simply aren't good at it. Let's be honest. We know we've seen those auditions. They're just heartbreaking and sad and funny and just like a train wreck. But you can't turn away. You have to watch. Unfortunately, no one in their life, in these people's lives, has had the heart to tell their friends or family that they don't have the gift of singing. Instead, they encourage their friend to find out this bad news in front of a national television audience. It's so sad. Now, you also don't want to build a business that people aren't willing to pay for. For instance, you might be really good at licking stamps. You might love to lick stamps. You might live your life to lick stamps. But guess what? Nobody is going to pay you to lick stamps for them. In fact, that's kind of weird. So, yeah, lick stamps if you want to. Send some letters out, but don't expect to make a business out of personally licking stamps for other people. That's not your Ikigai. Now, let's go a level deeper. We looked at the four parts of Ikigai just a moment ago. However, when we intersect these key parts, we also discover four cross sections. The four key parts of the Ikigai can be combined to discover these four cross sections. They are passion, profession, mission, and value. Now, passion is when you combine that which you love with that which you are good at. And profession is when you combine that which you are good at with that which you can be paid for. Now, mission is when you combine that which you love plus that which the world needs. And of course, value. So when you combine that which the world needs plus that which you can be paid for. Now, when all these four pieces come together, at the center, at the core of it all, is your Ikigai, your purpose. Now, here's a great way to visualize Ikigai for your business. Um, Looks kind of interesting. You got the four circles there and all the other pieces in the middle. But as you can see, you have what you love, what the world needs, what you can be paid for, and what you're good at right there in those circles. But each of those on their own, or if you're just missing one of them, you haven't found your Ikigai. It's only in the middle where your Ikigai lies, your purpose. So once we find our Ikigai, it'll help you gain clarity and direction for your business and your life. So how do we create a purpose-driven business? When we build a business driven by purpose, we're giving our business, our team members, our customers, ourselves, a greater purpose to work with than just a paycheck or profit. Profit becomes our means to accomplish something greater in the world instead of just being the end goal itself. Um, I start saying figure out your Ikigai because it's really a process. In fact, Rob Bell says it's beautifully. He says your Ikigai is a work in progress because you are a work in progress. Knowing your Ikigai then takes patience and insight and courage and honesty. So be kind and patient with yourself during this process. Yes, this is for your business. And if you're a key leader of your business, then it's a process of discovering what lights you up inside too, plus makes money. So be flexible. It's a process because what the world needs and what people are willing to pay for changes over time. People may greatly value what you offer today, but in 10 years, they may not want it at all. The most successful people in businesses are willing to change over time. Look at Coca-Cola. They started out selling just one soda, Coke Classic. Today, they offer over 3,500 different products under 500 different brands. If they weren't willing to reassess their Ikigai every once in a while and change over time, then they would be missing out on a lot of sales from those products, and they may not even be around anymore. We don't know. So now, how do we discover our Ikigai? Well, we got to ask ourselves just four questions, and we got to think deep, and we got to answer these four questions honestly for ourselves and our business. And those four questions are: what do I love? Ask yourself, what do I love? Number two is, what am I good at? 3, what does the world need? And 4, what can I be paid for? So write those questions down. What do I love? What am I good at? What does the world need? And what can I be paid for? Now, next, you're going to list out 5 to 10 answers for each of the above questions. Give yourself 10 to 15 minutes or so to do this exercise. You're really going to want to put some time into it to get it right. Now, after you've done all that, all right, so we're back. After you've done all that, you've listed out 5 to 10 answers for each of those 4 questions. Now, look to see where the overlap is. Which answers are showing up from multiple questions? Your Ikigai is the answer that overlaps in every category. It's at the core. Now, Howard Thurman says, don't ask what the world needs. Ask what makes you come alive and go do it. Because what the world needs is more people who have come alive, who have found their Ikigai, who are building a business with purpose, not just for profit. So write down your Ikigai in large letters on a piece of paper. This will help you solidify it and help your mind entertain creative ways to create profitable revenue streams through the lens of this purpose. And once you discover and move forward your Ikigai, you'll gain clarity around what products and services to offer, what clients to say yes to, what clients to say no to, and you'll be able to give more joy, passion, and energy to grow in your business, creating something that you love and that also loves you back. Now, using your Ikigai to build a purpose-driven business is the most effective way to grow a business that's a blessing and not a burden. So I really hope this has helped you to clarify your Ikigai, to discover your Ikigai, so that you can build a purpose-driven business that is also profitable. So what are your next steps? Set aside a few minutes, 10 to 15 minutes, to complete the process that we just went over. And you can even refer back to this video or the accompanying blog post to guide you through that process again. And then go out, build a business based on purpose. And I promise you that if you do that, won't even believe the profits on the other side of that will help you to achieve your purpose greater and greater as life goes on. Hope this helped you. Thanks so much for joining us. Click the subscribe and like button on YouTube. Hit that little bell. And we'll look forward to seeing you in the next video.